Hello everybody, this is Crixel back with episode 2 of my Hiveswap Let's Play. Last we left off, we had just left Joey's room after getting her some batteries for the walkie-talkie. And now it's time to see what else this game has to offer. So let's see what Jude has to say. Oh. So should I get my old weapon, the flashlight, if you remember from last episode, from the hall closet and then head to the attic, right? That's pretty nice. That's a pretty nice summary of what's about to. I guess this was a good place to start the episode. Right? Affirmative. Also refrain from excess chatter. Over. Of course. Oh, by the way, I've been playing with the volume settings, so I hope things are good, but I'll probably be making more adjustments by the time the next episode comes out. Depending on how the volume in this one goes. Oh, right, yeah, bye. Kill that monsters, over. Yeah, I got it. I'm going, bye. Can't be too careful in espionage game, Joey. Silence golden, over. Dude, shut up. Remember one time on training mission, couldn't keep a trap shot. Oh boy, really landed us in a pickle, over. You've never had any training. I'm turning off the walkie, bye. Over and now she's smiling. So this thing, I've seen this in promotional material. It's really funny. I wonder what she has to say. This thing's always given the creeps, but that didn't stop you from patching it up after you'd accidentally ripped it at an experimental phone start. The sufferer's tale. Oh man, that is a majestic horse painting. I bet Hussey would love this one, and he probably does. He knows about this. Now what's this? It's this action. The lightning storm was just a clever distraction masking a secret abduction. Nope, his friends bought him a special surprise. Jude insisted the terrified horse was being abducted. Your counter argument completely schooled him. This painting now commemorates your triumph and a particularly spectacular nativity. Nothing else to click, I see. Now what's this thing? I've seen. It's a gold-like sculpture with an arrow that conveniently alerts you to the location of the ceiling. Ah, so that's where it is. Thank you, gold-like sculpture. Can I tap dance here? No. No, the chains would rattle and geez, it would be horrible. Your percussive footwork seems to set off its internal gyroscope, or whatever. Maybe it's a tap dance detector. Your potential esteem for this relic rises slightly. Yeah, that would be a useful, well, not useful, something device. Maybe I should. Can I tap this? I cannot click on anything else. This. From the first and last, start gun war with Jude. Melinda here provides great cover for those who refuse to use firearms, namely you. You try to distract him with your tap dance and then stick a dart on him. It didn't work at all. I can imagine. She might topple over. And what crueler way to kill a ballerina than by tap dancing her to death? No, you'd never forgive yourself. What does that say? It's not. I'm guessing this Pringles might remind her of that. Okay, I think she's talking about this now, but it's fun to imagine it's about the Pringles. It's a modest jewelry box, a priceless heirloom of immeasurable sentimental value. Also, there appears to be some of your brother's empty cans of Pringles. Okay. Let's tap dance. No! You might just leave your mom's jewelry box off the table. So I know I can go in there because while testing the volume I accidentally went in there, but by misclicking. But I kind of want to see what's over here first. Okay, she's not going anywhere else now. Good. Some limitations. I'm guessing this is Jude's room. Now whose room would this be? Let's look at this. So many. Area 51, restricted area, keep out! To stop radiation, remove a key from the interlock. So this is the room to your neurotic dork of a brother's maximum security bedroom. He keeps it locked up tight because of all the silly conspiracy work he's doing. He does in there. You sincerely doubt you will be entering this room anytime soon. But really, why would you even want to? It's full of nerd stink and goober crud. Not to mention it's where his pet usually lurks. Ooh, that's interesting. Also, I like this. This is cool art. Oh, that's the family. Wow. That's okay. I guess these are also paintings of pictures of Joe and Jude next to the mom. What's this? That's Sans. That's. You love all animals, but just the same, that's one you'd rather let Jude deal with. Okay, seriously, that's Sans. Okay, I know most skeletons look alike, but still. Have you ever seen a more distinctive expression than on a skeleton? On skull? And here you can click on the door. Let's tap that on the door. Percussive motion might set off Jude's pet, which is the last thing you feel like dealing with right now. So what could this pet be? I mean... What does she say if I try to open it? He always keeps it locked. Even if you did manage to get in, he probably has traps set up. Not worth trying to get gum out of your hair again. Plus, there'll be his pet to deal with. No thanks. Yeah. No worries. Yeah, no. How can I use this fat dude? Oh, is it about the... Oh, right, I see. You could scratch some ammo, but you don't use guns, so you won't. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. You've always been a bit creeped out by the monster in the water. It feels like the eye is following you, but only sometimes. I can't tap dance here. Or maybe I can. No, no response. Your light's bright. Yeah, so that's what they look like. Hours of fun with a number of hours and the degree of fun dependent on the power of your imagination. Which in your case means many hours and a lot of fun. That's nice. That does. Your heavy rapid tap stumps you send those little pegs scattering across the floor. Maybe even on your still tapping feet. You might just slip and roll across them, down the hall, to the edge of the stairs, and tumble down there. Look, I need to warn you, Joey. Those are stairs. You don't want to watch out for those. And tumble down them, breaking every single bone in your body. Every single bone. There's just no way you can take this risk. And yes, I'm warning you, even though you seem very well aware of them. Just in case. You know, just in case. Oh, the lamp's not even plugged in. But there are at least 9 possible light sources in your immediate area. So maybe it got lost in the typically well illuminated shuffle. Tap dance? A little small for a stage, but that lamp might do for a spotlight. If it went kind of the opposite of a spotlight. Now what about this door? It's a holy closet. If memory serves, there's a box full of some old belongings of yours in there. You wonder if it has what you're looking for. Yeah, supposedly it does. Nothing else I can click on here. Let's tap dance on the door first. Forceful aggressive tap dancing is a good backup if this door refuses to budge. But maybe you could try opening it with your hands first. That box probably has the stuff you need, but you can't reach. You wonder what your next step should be. Tap dancing? Actually, your tap shoes might be the solution to this problem. If you could just get a good stomp going, you might be able to tumble the box right off the shelf. Let's look at the other stuff first. You think back to before, back to when this closet door was shut. You had a reasonable good guess about what was inside, but now, your guess is even more reasonable. Okay, let's tap dance it up. Tap dance it up. Boom. Nice. Wonder what's stashed in here. Nothing fragile, I hope. You pick through the box and find your flashlight. And an old pair of police slippers. These will come in handy. Oh nice, now we get those. I'm guessing that's gonna put them up here. There you go. And there's flashlight too. Oh, hey, there's some pet treats in here too. You keep caches of these all over. Never know when you'll need to treat a pet. You go ahead and try your flashlight. No dice. Another battery problem. You open it up. Wait, there were no batteries in here at all. Just a bunch of stupid pokes. Dang it, dude. Pokes. I remember pokes, but not as. I'm not old enough to remember them as a concurrent cultural thing. I mostly remember my dad's collection from before. Found my old strap weapon. Guess what? It's still full of your stupid pogs. Crap! Forgot about those. Please say it over. You know what? I doubt he's gonna get them back in the first part of this game, but fine, I'll keep them. Okay, but I'm not going to take especially good care of them. Please protect Mulder at all costs. Over. Of course he would be into X-Files. You and Mulder. Mulder. This Gollipog is obviously very sad. Terms acceptable. Please, keep them safe. She's yours. Over. So I guess I head up to the attic now. That is the plan. Over. I better shake a leg then. Affirmative. Over and out. Is that safe? No. I can't do anything there. Okay, so I have 2 new ability decks in my technique. Still, I wanna click that. So let's try them out. I bet this is the way to go here too. Okay, let's try them out before I do that. That's profoundly creepy. Oh boy, we're up to at least 3 sets of info for a bunch of things. But now we have the ballet shoes. Let's click on the ballerina. Oh. You show her a few steps. Nothing. Ugh. Too bad, you could put the cows in Cavalier. Now, let's go in to the room and this. I'm not going to do every single thing for both the top shoes and ballet shoes. If I start doing everything like that, I won't get. It's gonna take ages, but although I kind of want to. I'm a completionist when it comes to that kind of thing. But I just want to see everything in this game. But yeah, this is what I wanted to do. Yeah, one was, in your amateur opinion, and in the professional opinion of many experts who you very much respect, one of the greatest ballerinas who ever lived. Though she passed when you were really young, before you could ever see her dance, you have a few tapes of her performances, and you could, of course, track down more. But you know that only so many of her performances were recorded. And once you see them all, that'll be it. You won't ever see your mom doing anything that's new to you again, so you save them. If you're patient, if you're really good and you save them for the absolute best days, the ones you want to share with her, and the absolute worst days, the days you just really need to see her, then you might be able to make them last a long time. You hope. Ooh, I got chills. Hey, let's see if yeah, the dog loves ballet more than tap dancing, that's for sure. Your dog loves your ballet. They make a very good audience, as long as they don't get distracted by like a bug going by or a distant sound only they can hear, or any number of other things. Dogs are pretty easy to distract. Huh. I could have sworn she used the she pronoun for the dog earlier, but now it's a they. Okay. Fair enough. I think the she pronoun is in the diary, so maybe they changed their mind. Yeah, you can see some ballet influence happening there. It's, yeah, sort of ballet-like, from a certain angle. You're good, but you're not sure you're ready to perform for such a gentleman throw of breathing. What if he gave you a scathing review in his gossip periodical? You'd be ruined. Also, I should use the flashlight. She's overwhelmed by the beauty of your movements. She's definitely crying on the inside. You might look inside just to confirm it. Yep, that's one damn salty room. I'm guessing nothing's changed yet. Oh, right, put the key back. You did a few steps from 12 million. Okay, so she's got both ballet and tap dancing in the 20 Merlin showcase. You do a few steps from Twirling Merlin, your thus far unfinished showcase of Wizard Team dancing. That was the Sorcerer's Saison. Nice. Yep, ballet practice every Monday after school. Mondays are always rough. School can be kind of a drag, and going back after 2 days away from it is hard. Knowing you have a ballet at the end of it helps you put a brave face on things. That's nice. Let's see what's down here. Oh right, it's both of these things. It just looked like, I see, this is all one. Okay, I guess it's time to go to the attic then. First is doing ballet by wearing your mom's jewelry. One day. It makes you feel really good to think about, but it also hurts. You want to be the best in the world first. You can't wear stuff until then. Also the flashlight. You're going to need to add some diesel batteries if you want this flashlight to serve any other purpose than emergency plug storage container and very poorly designed paperweight. Does that include the purpose of being a weapon? Can she not clobber things with it if it's out of batteries? Does that work? Also, this gun can shoot a stream of water up to 50 feet away. Too bad you don't use guns. You don't use guns. Let's belay of the gun. You've used the overlay to dodge Jude's awareness training bushes many times. In fact, it's never actually hit you. You're either excellent at dodging or it's a really lousy shot. Or both. Could always be both. You try to tap it right off the couch, but it's not falling into that bump flush pretty good. Also this painting I want to look at. Okay, so this one reminds me a lot of Roxy. For some reason. I mean, even before I clicked to look at it, you see this thing, it reminds me of her and the cat. Very Roxy. This lady was just hanging out there all together, which, you mean, who are you to judge? I see. Okay. Except it maybe is slightly uncomfortable, so you charged her up a little. You feel kind of silly about it now, but whatever. You were like 8. No reactions to tap dancing or belaying. Okay. Let's go. No, let's move on and see what's in here. A bunch of stuff that should be moved into the attic. There's some toys here too that you don't play with that much anymore. Basically, a pile of useless trash. Tap dance. It's such a loose pile. Your tap dance will probably blast it to pieces. That sounds like an excellent way to break both your legs right next to an attic staircase without even having to fall down it. So yeah, we are going up a staircase. I just want to warn you, like I did before with the other stairs, just be warned. Oh, be careful, you're in stairs. Come on, Joey, be careful. You got this toy caterpillar so you could learn how to cure caterpillar diseases. But it turns out caterpillars don't get sick. Still pretty cute though. Whoa, you... Shit, did you see that? Your natural grace inspires him to immediately start spinning in a chrysalis. He's gonna be a butterfly, but pronto. I'm actually surprised that she was willing to ballet in the staircase. How about tap dancing? Trying to shake him loose? Huh? No such luck. He's gripped tight. He's also placed such that if you were to tap dance near him, you'd likely break your ankle on the stairs. And you wouldn't with ballet? Clever little guy. You're allowed to touch it and disturb whatever astronomically improbable equilibrium is at play. Best just leave it be. Your percussive pitter-patter might just let loose. Also, you'd be at the real risk of breaking your dang neck tap dancing on the stairs like that. You studied the slinky. Its grace, its poise, to hold that position for years, neither faltering nor giving the impression of total stillness. Always the suggestion that in the next instant it may tumble forward from potential to kinetic, melting from solid to liquid. That is ballet. And I got an achievement for you doing that. Hope springs eternal. I don't think the achievements show up in the videos, but yeah, that would be the third achievement I got, I think. Maybe fourth. I wonder if I can... Oh man, it looks like they've added a lot of different text for things, depending what you use. Let's try to feed the caterpillar some treats. I mean, it's... I just want to see what she says. No! He has his own treats. They're like these little plastic apples that stick to his mouth with magnets or something. You've got to see it in action again sometime. It's phenomenal. Is that a Prospedian? Same text as down below. And I'm guessing this will also be the same text, yeah. Honestly, there are probably some... there's probably some bugs in this pile of junk already. They're like roaches. That sounds like a great way to end up with rats in the attic stairway. Wait, do you think back into your zoo books? Rats don't just spontaneously generate inside cluttered houses in rural areas, even if you do scatter pet treats around these nice rodent-friendly junk piles. Oh, that's a shame. Squirrels now. You'd get squirrels in a heartbeat. It'd get lost or broken or stolen or worse. You don't know what's worse than those things, but it's clearly on the table if you dump your precious treasure in this loose pile of stuff. Okay, let's go into the attic now, or at least look at the door. On the rare occasions he is home, Pa can be heard bumping around up here while tending to his hoard of stupid antique trash. Or priceless artifacts, you mean. So that's interesting. I mean, I know one thing that's up here, and but yeah, interesting that apparently Grandpa Harley, or Pa Harley in this case, or Claire for, well, he's called Harley. That I mean that he's doing things in here regularly. No, you don't. No, you don't mean precious. With this artifact. It's locked, but you need to get in here as soon as you can. You peer through the keyhole. There it is. Okay, this is a cutscene. I'm not moving. I'm not moving my mouse. Weird. What the heck was that thing? And how long has it been there? Hey, the attic door is locked. Whoops, forgot about that. Tactical blunder on my part. Over. It's fine, no big deal. Just left the safety of my room to be eaten by monsters in the hallway because my dorky brother sent me to the safety of the wrong side of a locked door. Is it not fine? Over. Jude! Panic not necessary. Still need to get you to attic. Over. Apparently he's very intent on getting you to the attic, huh? I mean, he thinks it's safer for safety, right? Well, whatever. I'm trusting you, I guess. I appreciate that. Over. Although so far it hasn't really paid off. Joey, please, just need you to head to the trophy room. Over. Oh, gross. I hate that place. Why does he even need a special trophy room in our house? The whole house. It's just his dumping ground for the garbage he picks up on his stupid adventures. Well, find key to attic there. Mysterious symptom of absent father not relevant. Over. Fine. Over and out. Of course, this is the wrong key, but let's try it anyway. Nah, this doesn't go to the attic door. That would be kind of anticlimactic, you think. Not to mention a little too obvious. Yeah. I mean, it's obvious that it doesn't go there, but you know. What do you think of the key? You already put this inside one stuffed animal, and this one doesn't even have an accessible room. But maybe you'd be willing to spin a little chrysalis for it. Hmm? Nothing. You guess you have left him on the attic stairs for a while. So I guess it's time to go down there. Downstairs. Can I look out the window? I can't move it up here apparently. Oh, hi. So head to the trophy room? Affirmative, over. Got it. Over and out. Oh. I'm kind of regretting giving Jude that voice. It's horrible in my throat. Some great photos and portraits of your mostly great family. Yeah, I guess. You decide to take a closer look. It looks so silly when it's not. When it's not even not either a kid or an old man. Hey, confirmation that his name is actually Jake in this timeline. And the third name is A. Something. Ooh la la, that there mom is looking très magnifique. When you grow up, you hope this is what marriage will look like. I'm not gonna lie, she's absolutely right. Miss Claire, or Mrs. Claire I guess, looks absolutely gorgeous. There aren't many pictures of the three of you together, so you tried to make one through the art of composition. by hanging these 3 solo photos together. Maybe it's kind of like this photo of all 3 of you. Sorta. A lovely dipstick of school portraits. The lacy background, the red hairlines, simply perfection. Jude puts the dip in dipstick, he muttered to himself. Such an unreal burn on the unsuspecting chump, but he probably wouldn't even get it. Come to think of it, maybe neither do you? No. You and your very good dog. Oh, best friend. Very good dog, very best friend. So, when Jake was 13, he ran away with a dog, but that's way too early to be the same dog. So I guess he just has a thing for having white dogs, because this would be the second out of 3, at the very least. Mom is the picture of grace and radiance, and Pa is just Pa. Seriously, has he ever changed his look? Sometimes you only wonder if he was born with the spectacles and mustache, or at least one of the 2. Oh yeah, one of the 2. That's true. There are some things in this that people who haven't read Homestuck won't get, and that's one of them. But the game as a whole is supposed to be accessible to everyone. Also, this one seems to be a reference to the original plan for Hiveswap to be a 3D game. Well, it is kind of 3D now, like 2.5 or something. But like early on, there was supposed to be 3D models, and this is what could have been. Pa used to be great with animals. You wonder what happened? Maybe a betrayal? No, impossible. Look how good that dog is. That dog never betrayed anybody in his entire life. You will stake your entire reputation on it. The whole thing. So yeah, that's Harley, I guess. Ugh, you can't even look at this picture. You deplore cruelty to animals, one of the many ways you and your father never saw eye to eye. One of the other ways was how you have never actually looked at you much, let alone at your eyes. Yeah. You were a great father, Jake. You and Jude have a lot of fun memories with your babysitter. By now, probably more than with your mom and pa combined. You'd always thought of her as a kind of cool and fun older kid you wanted to be. Until you got old enough to realize she's a pretty sucky role model. Yeah. You wonder what her family is like, but it's probably not your place to ask. Yeah, that's apparently she was raised by Jake too. This is not me talking about Hiveswap, but this is what I've been hearing theorized, at least, when it comes to Homestuck. Maybe we'll actually learn about it in Hiveswap. But like in Homestuck proper, she doesn't have parents. Like, I'm not even saying she's dead, but they're dead. I'm saying that she really doesn't have parents at all. So neither does Jake, for that matter. But he was raised by some people. Okay, I'm breaking my own rules here about explaining things from Homestuck, so let's just move on. Actually, they should tap dance. You were about to master these portraits, but on second thought, you decided to just take a closer look at them. Okay, that's... okay. Let's go down another set of stairs. Come on! There are so many stairs here. Also, what exactly has happened to this? What is that? We need the poodle? Is that a Dennison? This guy, what's he so happy about anyway? His expression probably made more sense in its original context. That is to say, whatever tomb or temple or whatever that you have plundered from. Okay, but seriously, I wonder if that is supposed to be one of the denizens from. Tap dancing will probably just agitate the snake. If you had to get past one, which is very possible. Likely even. You cleverly dodged the serpent, but you're not surprised. Ballet is, after all, the preferred oh, I can't speak today. School of dance for such a venture. Oh boy. There goes the electricity, apparently. Well, it seems the power is out. That should make the trophy room quite the adventure, which is to say, not quite the adventure you wish you were having right now. I just got to drink a little before I try to do Jude again. Now, let's do this. Well, it should seem the power's out. Classic smile! Named PsyOps! Or... what? Credit where it's due! Best way to destabilize countermeasures. Leave you in the dark. Literally. Over. Not literally. It's still like late afternoon. I can see fine. Should have no trouble getting to trophy room then. Over. Fine then, Mr. Mission Control. Yes, great. Over and out. This is a very open plan, I guess. Look at that face. Is that supposed to be Jake? Okay, let's look on this first. A beanbag chair. Super comfy and thankfully not filled with real beans. You could take a nap, but you've kinda got a lot going on right now, you know? It's too uneven and has too much give. You break your ankles, like, well, ankles. I should probably start mentioning when I'm tap dancing more consistently, just so people don't have to. There's the big screen. Got the cable hookup and everything. It's your home altar and your method of worship is listless vegetation. The gods regard you, reward you with glimpses of the divine. Clarissa, Alex Mack, and the cool green lady from Reboot. You really like her. She's cool. Let's tap dance on the TV. It doesn't seem like a great time. Besides, nothing they play on TV is ever any good to tap to. And the only tap dance videotapes you have are Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers movies. And your mother. No wait, let's play. never mind. The tap dancing parts are great, but then you have to sit through a bunch of boring boy girl stuff to boy girl stuff to get to the next part. Okay. You like to dance to ballet videotapes while no one else is in the house, which is pretty frequently. Your babysitter has her other job. Jude has his tree house and his other friends. You have your dancing and your puzzles. But there is someone else in the house tonight. Lots of someones, so you best keep your toes. Keep on your toes, literally and figuratively. Guess I'll... Just your reliable old portable cassette player complete with headphones. Jude can occasionally be found using it to even further isolate himself from its reality. Now I said I could salvage this. I'm guessing that might be the batteries for the flashlight. Dead batteries, of course. Seems to be a running theme. Well, I got batteries, but they're not useful, apparently. Let's see, is there anything else over here that I can look at? This bookshelf contains several of Pa's books, including Pistols to Pelts, No, I should read this in caps. Pistols to Pelts, how to turn sweet, intelligent animals into weird drugs and stuff. Is that the actual book, or is she making it up? Teach yourself taxidermy, I guess. And Safari, story of soft bald men and the animals they killed from distance, even though they weren't hungry and did not intend to eat them. I literally can't tell if she's making those names up or if that's actually the titles, because on one hand it's exactly the kind of thing she'd do with those kinds of books, but on the other hand, Homestuck has books like Knitting for Assholes. so, so I don't know. Can I tap dance? They're already pretty cluttered on the shelf without your help. You may have been the one who tap danced these books into the cluttered state in the first place. Does that go for all the other clutter in here? Or well, a lot of the other clutter? This is a really cluttered room, in general. You don't need your graceful ballet skills to avoid reading. All you need is the power of your video games. Relatable. Okay. Petwet, the doctor is out. I guess this is her office. Ooh. Can she play the piano? A piano can be used to turn the slightest motion of one's fingers into music. Those ivories, how they beg to be tickled. Is this piano even functional like this? But you mustn't! Oh, I am. I'm going to. Also, you, can't. Okay, fine. I was going to say, there's probably isn't even functional with how much clutter is in there. Oh, that would be just the thing, wouldn't it? Some kind of eerie, lonely sonata to really set the tone for the adventure ahead. Something in the minor key, maybe. It's a shame that would probably provoke a bunch of monsters to eat you. Fair enough. Also, you can't really play the piano. Fine. Can Jake play the piano? Is that why it's here? Or maybe mounted? Or maybe it's just decoration. I really want to look at this one. Okay. Good job. Good job, Joey. This is... This piece was too depressive, so you get too depressing, so we gave it a new nice refinishing. If your pa has a problem with it, he's welcome to say so the next time he's actually around. You, you wonder if you'll be driving by then. Jeez. To college. Where you teach because you're actually an adult and 20 years have passed. Tap dance. Nope. Nope. And here we go. There are blue ladies. Of course they are. Let's take a look over here first. See if... okay, I'm guessing I won't be able to go out there just yet. You can't tell if the noises you hear are from the monsters or the wind. It's either some worship monsters or some really groany wind. Leaving the protection of your home seems like a bad idea. Might be creatures and widows ahoy out there. You would think you will stay inside, but your chances of meeting creatures and widows are still pretty good, honestly. One of your pal's recent victims. You love animals. He loves killing animals and turning them into ghoulish trophies, celebrating his victory over nature. Yeah, big man as long as he has a big stupid gun. Tap time. This poor fellow is so shoddily put together that you feel your turbulent trap routine might cause it to collapse into a loose jumble of remains. Although you're happy to perform for your own stuffed animals, the most sinister nature of past stuffed animals gives you pause. You mean pause. It's a bed that you shot and turned into a trophy. Now all his friends who come in this room will think, oh, this guy shot a bear. Okay. Except he doesn't really have any friends, and he's never here. So it's just a nice big horrifying thing for you to deal with. Fair enough. Is that a... That looks kind of familiar. Is that a Commodore? Past major totem of power. The clunky gadget controls the TV, the garage door, toaster, thermostat, and pretty much everything else of... pretty much everything else of with a charge running through it. Okay. I think you removed something there and didn't remove enough. It's pretty hefty. Do anything with it. Ah, yes. That's the wrong type of batteries. You pop open this remote and score! You pocket the E-cell batteries right into the old cylinders. Yes, but the flashlight needed D-cell batteries, so I guess we're still looking for more batteries. Just to confirm. These batteries are so huge, they don't even begin to fit. It's like fitting a round peg into a round hole that's a bit smaller than a peg. You'll need some diesel batteries. I wonder how many people play this and get really excited when they find the ESO batteries. And then suddenly, nope, it's wrong type of... Okay, let's take a look over here first. Yeah, it can go either way. Let's look at this. That's a really... oh boy. The ladies in these paintings are eerily beautiful, although maybe everyone would look like that in blue. Do you also have a fascination for blue ladies? Maybe? The lamp, goodness. We'd like to meet the lady who modeled for you someday. That looks very angry over there. Oh, I think this just takes here. Yeah, right. Never mind then. Another blue lady. What's this? I'd like to detail that you hear the clock. That's very nice. This lamp makes the brush brighter than the lamp itself. The teddy bear outpatient clinic is for stuffed animals who require treatment, but not an overnight stay. It's not just for stuffed bears, of course. It was named for its founder and chief physician, Arsala Teddy Bear. Tap tap. Hello? Nope. Oh, I didn't even notice the... I didn't even notice the bear around the clock. And apparently equal too. Boy, your park is really inventive with this taxidermy, huh? What a ghoul. You've always enjoyed this painting, particularly because the lion looks so alive. Yeah, you would. Whoever painted it must have very good imagination. Either that or they painted it very, very fast. I miss this kind of humor. Homestuck humor. Tap, 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 tap. Hey, he makes some pretty good metronome. Yeah, no, but... Your ballet is like this bear clock. Precise and fierce. This should probably be in a museum. Yeah, that's actually a good point. Okay, so I guess we have a few different doors to go through here. So that takes me back there, okay. Got this door. Kitchen. The sound you've heard since you entered the kitchen grows louder as you approach. That's usually how radios work. The awful static is like nothing you've ever heard, and you want to go back to not hearing it as soon as possible. You turn the radio off. The babysitter has just really atrocious taste. You're only 14 and even you can tell this is just really crummy. Yeah, that's... Oh boy. You realize all the delicious items that could be in the cool embrace of the refrigerator, but are not. What's in there then? Nothing apparently. It's empty. Food shopping has become sporadic of late. Turns out tipsy babysitters have fairly balanced responsibilities. The power is off and as such a fax machine is basically useless. This is an unacceptable state of affairs. Your tap achievements don't lend themselves well to the Free Front commemoration. How about the Bedlayer achievements then? As a dancing partner, he's unfortunately a little frigid. Well, you can't very well dance to the fax machine if the power is off, can you? Be sensible. True that. Is that a cat door on a house with a dog instead? I think that's way too small for the dog, so I mean the backyard used to be so much more awesome before the monsters showed up. You really don't want to go out there right now. Tempting though it is to go rake more leaves. The struggle of the monster bothered leaf pile enthusiast. You keep meaning to start the sign. Let's see. Look, you're not saying you never have home cooked meals. Your babysitter is a pretty good chef even. It's just, well, none of you like doing dishes. And the nice thing about takeout is you can just eat it right out of the boxes and then throw the boxes away. Yeah, that's true actually. That's honestly a fair decision. Of course, none of you really like taking out the trash either. This house is a mess. There are monsters out there, watching, working up an appetite. Open the window. With all those monsters out there, you would think it would be shut. Also, you don't actually know how to open this window, short of breaking it. That's for the monsters. Or for Jude, apparently. Just in case Jude is watching it through the windows, you do a quick little dance to let him know you're fine and that there's nothing to worry about. A performance hidden in a performance. You're even out of dog food? Things have really have gotten desperate. I guess you can't blame your babysitter for running off to the store for groceries. That was what was retrospectively the worst possible time. Yum. Oh hey, it's one of his mummies. His mummies. I'm sorry if I'm being bad at talking today. The tube highway that Jude's pet uses to get around the house. You haven't seen it tonight, fortunately. Okay, so that's interesting. Jude's pet is something that can go through this thing. I think it might be some kind of bug or something, but it could also, for Lino, be some kind of slime thing. His mummy is currently blocking your access to the rest of the house. He has been ever since your pa left him here months ago. I guess I can't move it. Yeah, not a lot of chance of you being able to move Pharaoh Napoleon over here. With the power out, you're going to need some kind of light source before setting your foot down this broken neck trap. Oh boy, no. That's this. Watch out. Watch out. I guess I might have to go down there with the flashlight sometime. But, let's take a look at the old door. Ah yes, I think we found the trophy room. I can see why she didn't want to be here when it was dark. Look, this room is really giving you the creeps. Do you guys hear that from the video? You hear something breathing. That's not how I would have described it, but something else you mean, besides you. Yeah, I get the sense that I'm going to need the batteries first. I can't move around here. Other than to leave. Just as you passed into the living room, pulling the door shut behind you, it shuddered as something heavy and wet slammed against it from the other side. Welp, that's not good. I can't see anything in the trophy room. It's way too dark. Odd. Rest of house navigable. Over. Consider utilizing flashlight. Over. You mean the one you filled with your pogs? That flashlight? Joey, please. Over. No use dwelling on past. Over. It doesn't matter anyway. Something's blocking the door to the trophy room now. Something? Over. Yeah, I'm not sure what. Strange. For now, I recommend focus on restoring power before sun sets completely. Over. Oh, jeez, you're right. Okay. I'll do that. Thanks for the reminder. Need electricity to retrieve key anyway. Over. What? Can't discuss over unsecured channel. Over and out. Any hot tips for getting the power back on? Power outage seems to grant invaders significant advantage. Over. That's not really a tip. That's more like just an explanation for why I'm trying to do it. Not sure what to tell you. The circuit breaker probably in basement. Over. I knew it. I knew it. We are going to need the batteries to get to the basement, and by then we'll by the time we'll have the electricity on, we'll be able to move around in the trophy room, I guess. That is, once we get past whatever is blocking the door now. See, that was very helpful. Thanks. Doing my best. Over and out. That's why we need to go into the basement. But first, we need to find the batteries. These used to be stacked neatly on the shelves, but the big dog came clambering through and slammed right into them. They tumbled everywhere. That was about 3 years ago. You aren't great housekeepers. They're already pretty cluttered. Easier to just walk around. Okay, so let's see. I'm guessing the batteries might be in the kitchen, since I've looked pretty much everywhere else. Can I... It's often it'll stay that way. I was hoping I might be able to scavenge some batteries from the radio, but no. No. I don't mean to go there. What's this? Okay, it's the same thing. Maybe I... No, that was locked. The door to use from was locked. Also, what can I use these for? That's also another thing I need to think about. Because like I wouldn't have gotten those for no reason, I think. Where could... If I were to D-class batteries, where would I hide? Also, look at this. That looks like Roxy, to be honest. A little bit. A lot of these ladies are apparently your mom's friends. You should look them up sometime. You may avoid mentioning that your pa had blue-only portraits made of them. Although if they were friends with your mom, they must have had to deal with your pa on occasion, so it will probably come as no surprise. That's fair. So that's interesting. Sometimes when I look at things like this thing is not up, but sometimes it is, and I guess that's because sometimes there are things to do with these items and such, and ability text that I wouldn't be able to with some others. I'm guessing this one. Let's have that. Nope. Let's give it. Right? Oh. Nah. Also, I should. So if I examine the pet breeds, animals love these, except the most dangerous animal of all, man. Wow, blew your own mind there for a second. Did I look at Joey? I can't. Let's look at batteries. These batteries are huge. As far as you know, they don't fit anything but a universal remote. But hey, the night is young. I'm guessing that's saying I'll have to wait for something that they're not useful yet. So I need to find the diesel batteries. Okay, what's this? A shaker full of seasonal magic spice mix. Your babysitter is terrible cook. Hey, I thought you said she was a decent chef. But she dumps this stuff all over everything and it actually tastes pretty good. Maybe it really is magic. Let's get some of that. Magic spice mix. I'm gonna dump it over everything. Of course, everybody knows this, so no such thing as magic. It's all faked with chemicals and stuff. Still, those chemicals are delicious. Now you know where she stands on the whole is magic real or not real. Let's spice up some batteries. The mysterious chemical processes that use power from the silver nubs of those batteries. They don't need any assistance from your sweet or your savory. You don't hate pogs because they're bland. That would be a relief. They're so in your face and intense and radical. You can't stand them. Turn 12 already, pogs. Nah, they're already irresistible to pretty much all animals. Why gild the lily? Fair enough. Now this one's going to be interesting, I think. Your precious heirloom is already quite magical, thank you. And you have no desire to eat it. Can I use it on this? Yes. You don't really have any strong feelings about trying to use a spice make with your tap dancing or whatever. So you're just gonna list some words that might either be spices or tap dancing terms. Ready? Okay. Bombershea. I'm gonna guess that's a tap dancing term. Grapevine. Tap dancing. Tanglefoot. Okay, that especially sounds like tap dancing, but I riffle. Okay, I think that one's probably a spice. Cubanola. Okay, spice. Now, how many of those were tap and how many were spice? Give up. All tap. Okay. Interesting. Tap dancing is wild. So does it make the same thing if I try to use this on this? Yeah. Let's buy some door. Or hey, maybe the mummy is allergic. Whatever's keeping this flower from rotting, it seems to be doing the trick on its own. But the minute it starts to go bad, you'll be ready to spice him. Spice him till it's fragrant. Okay, so I honestly have little to no idea of where to go right now. I guess I could do it upstairs and look upstairs, but I think I've been pretty much everywhere upstairs and looked at pretty much everything, but that could have the batteries in them, and it seems odd for me to like. Oh wait, I did get the flashlight upstairs, and they might actually be there. I should go back up and look. Let's take a look upstairs. So this is where I found the flashlight to begin with. I can't go in here, right? Yeah, no. I'm sure I get to see that pet eventually, but I was telling everything in the room, so oh right, this is the same. I don't think I know anything up here that could have batteries in them. No lamp, huh? There seems to be a lot of lamps here. The hallway seems spookier from this side. Frankly, you feel a little spooky yourself, just basking in its spooky aura. Now what could have... Oh, I can look at this. The door to your room. Heavily personalized, of course. You would think he thinks he is the only one who can nerd up this, but you showed him too can, and in fact will play that game. Oh yeah, there's Roxy too. Nice. Dog, don't do that. I can't stop what this says there. Is there anything in here I missed? I mean, it seems odd for the D-class batteries to be in here too, for that matter. Like, also, does this... I get this if I had more batteries again, or more items again, then I would be able to scroll through that, I think. I don't see anything up here that could oh, that's right. That's it. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's important. That's important, sort of. I mean, Joey probably has no idea what she just did, but okay, I think I've cycled through them. Yeah. But yeah, there's nothing up here that can help me, I think. Also, I don't think I was supposed to find the mattress for the flashlight before looking into the trophy room. So, maybe the no, that doesn't make sense. I wouldn't be able to find batteries in the trophy room, and now I can't even go into the trophy room. So. Maybe I'm just supposed to... Yeah, no. I'm going to need some kind of light source before setting down 9 foot down this broken extract. Which means I need to find batteries. Also, can't you just sneak through there? Or does this door open that one, maybe? I guess that makes sense. At least the music as I look for the batteries is nice. Batteries in there were dead. Let's try to unlock the flashlight. It doesn't quite glow, but those jeweled eyes will catch the faintest little glimmer of light in a dark room and sparkle like the tickets. Also, this would actually explain why she made a spiral pattern up there. Sort of like what a flashlight does, you guys. You might be romanticizing your room's capacity for luminosity. Seriously, I have no idea where. Also, what does this do? The hint function is currently disabled. It won't do any good to try to use it for now. Interesting. I'm going to try to do this without using hints too often, but if I do get stuck like this later on, I might have to. I mean, I can't imagine it's a particularly interesting video right now. And I'm sorry about that, but I just don't know where those batteries could be. More blue ladies. What does it say? You tried the knob. It turns easily, but it won't budge. Something's blocking it. Something heavy. I guess you'll come back and deal with this after you get the power back on. Yeah. I'm not sure why the trash is piled next to the fridge. Even animals know better than to let their food fraternized with the waste. A great way to smash down the cans. But it's best to do that before they go in the bag. But plus, you're pretty sure there's probably some empty glass bottles in there from your babysitter. You refuse to contaminate the highest art there ever was by performing it on top of actual garbage. Of course, by even contemplating it, haven't you made an artistic statement that already incorporates garbage, or at least the concept of garbage, as an intractable element in your tableau? There's a lot to think through here. Dangerous questions lead to dangerous answers. It's a pressure impresses heirloom. Your mom left it to you. Yada yada. Look, you know you're not really gonna throw this thing away, so it's hard to muster up outrage at the hypothetical idea that you may be about to do so. That's the battery-powered fax machine had its season in the sun, and that season was called the 80s. You are an 80s kid, so you love to reference things like fax machines with nostalgia, even though you obviously still have a fax machine right here in your kitchen. Decade-based identity can be a tough road to hoe. Myself, I was born in the 90s, but I don't remember anything from the 90s. Because I was born in 1998. So I have a hard time deciding, do I count as a 90s kid? Or am I a noughties kid? Or whatever you want to call that kid. Let's tap dance on the batteries. You don't run on batteries, you run on razzle dazzle. Twin pillars of power, just like your legs. Kick, kick, kick. Well, it's more leaps and bounds than kicks, so far. So ballet shoes and mom's heirloom that might notice some emotional stuff, I guess. The two twisted snakes that make up your heirloom seem to be in their own delicate dance, don't they? Twisting around each other, both chasing, both fleeing. Where does it begin? And where does it end? What's it out? Alright, last week. So yeah, that's it. It's an Ouroboros, very connected to the cherubs, as is the whole spiral thing, of course. Again, if you haven't read Homestuck and you're watching this series, like, I'm sorry, but it does contain spoilers and unexplained references. So, now what the fuck do I do? I need to get to the basement now, but... there any way to get a closer look at this bit? TV and such. But this heft remote. Let's see. Okay. A universal remote definitely sounds like something that would be useful on your adventure. Except the power's out. Universal is probably disappointingly misleading. And who said you were on an adventure anyway? So far you haven't even left your house. I guess you're stuck in a sense. One which possibly borders on, well, not a titular, but well, not a titular sense of this, at least. Spice up this thing. You'd sprinkle some light grit over your past dumb mega remote, but you do actually use this thing occasionally. A lot more than he does, really, by the end of him never being around. Okay, I'm just really stuck here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry this has been... You hate to lean on this pun, but this lamp is already pretty spicy. It's powered by the pendulum. Wow, look at it go. Something about this key and clockwork is so compelling to you that it almost distracts you from the Frankensteinian winged bear. Frankensteinian. Frankensteinian. Yeah, sure. When is it time for pogs? Barely ever. Well, at least I have funny, funny flavor text to pass the time while I'm trying and failing to find the batteries. Nothing here. You don't want to unstudy her, though it would be only fair since she's definitely unstudied you. You wouldn't mind dancing with this lady, one bit. If only she were a lady and not a truly tacky lamp. If someone could just get on this piano and drop some Leo de Elives, it would really power up your ballet blues. You suppose you could even settle for a stilted rendition of Hot Cross Buns? Hard to dance and play at the same time, you know from extremely depressing experience, especially when you can't even play. Try tap that thing. You briefly considered the idea of a television that could be controlled by the rhythmic tapping of your shoes. Not sure if you're willing to deal with the inevitable torrent of sprained ankles and lawsuits, though. Let's pull lay on it instead. You give it a good strong kick with your powerful leg. It absorbs the blow and doesn't seem too shaken about it. A formidable foe. Yeah, seriously, what do I do? The door is utterly unmoved by your heartbreaking performance. Well, yeah, well, get in line, door. You aren't too blown away by it either. It's true. You're not just putting up a the cynical front for the door. You're your own harshest critic. How about that? Do you like that? Wow, that door is sturdy. Not that it slowed that big snake monster down. It didn't even slow him down for a full second. I like how the what's it called? The thing is taking the electrical light that it's also blue. It plainly has some power cord. Let's plug it up. Where did you put it? An idea springs to mind and you blush all over again. A little rude, Joey. The bear couldn't enjoy a treat, as its intestines are clearly a clock. Nothing in these about weird heirlooms. You checked. Is this what I get for playing for just playing a puzzle game, I guess. Lots of uninteresting footage of me being completely stuck because I can't find some batteries. You know, I really don't think the batteries are upstairs. These batteries are dead, of course, but is that tape? Oh hey, squirrels. Are there squirrels with guns? Fair enough, I guess. More darts. Now what's this thing? This might actually have the batteries. It's a handheld gaming device that you share. He hogs it mostly, but that's alright since you got the console in your room. Let's crunch it. Right out the batteries. Oh. You have it on good authority that the batteries in this thing are A, way too small for anything you may or may not currently need batteries for, and B, that there's a bag of doornails. Well, that's a shame. I really thought I might have found them for a moment, but I guess not. Uh-huh. Okay, that just okay. Could it be in the console? I mean, I don't remember the console having an option to take out some batteries though. Let's take a look at that book. See if that's the thing I can do. No. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Your mom loved animals, as you well know. She had the grace of a gazelle and the ferocity of a much, much angrier gazelle. Careful not to mix these up. The pokes and the yummy bites. You'd hate to reach for a critter treat and come back with like a Ren or a Stimpy or a Doug Funny. Can I power these? Pokes. Batteries neither included nor required. Batteries are for fun toys. You have no interest in refilling your flashlights with your brother's garbage. Of course. Let's put the yummy bites instead. They fit in the funnel part, but they're just a little bit too wide for the 45mm in diameter tube, which was, of course, just barely wide enough for the pokes. Okay. Yeah, this social little thing always puts you in the mood for those brilliant grin. There's already one on the floor. Isn't that enough box mayhem for one room, Joey? I mean, judging by all the other rooms, I'm not sure it is. You really need cylinders to properly store folks. Like a flashlight, or... Oh! That's what those dang Pringles cans Jude leaves around upstairs are. The possibility that those cans are all filled to the rim with pokes chills you like the cold wind of another world. Foreshadowing. It's gonna be interesting to watch some Let's Plays after I've done my Let's Play To watch some of those Let's Play is made by people who haven't read Homestuck. See how they react to all this, like Alternia and Homestuck humor for that matter. Like, I like this guy. I didn't notice him before now. There's a lot to see in these backgrounds. I like that. Okay, that's a bit. That's not dark like we've seen before. Let's look at the note now that. Okay, same thing. So considering the game wants me to go to the trophy room first and not have the lights for and the flashlight active, I would think the batteries might be here in the kitchen. But where in the kitchen? What's this say if I try to... Oh right, that battery power and flash machine. Let's spice things up a bit. You briefly considered sprinkling some magic spice mix on your powerless fax machine to bring it to life, but it's not quite magical enough to do that. When there was food in yes, maybe. Although that would have been kind of gross, just dumping dry spice on an already prepared Chinese food. You'll suggest it to Jude next time. Oh, sink. The sink is full of dirty dishes. Someone should clean these up. No way. No way. You did them last time. It's Jude's turn now. You know what? After you completely ditched you for the treehouse earlier, maybe it can be Jude's turn for quite some time. How about over here? Yes, anyway. I hear a clock. Could I scavenge batteries from the clock? If I can find the clock. Is that... What's this a pizza thing? Now where is the clock? Am I hearing the clock? And the grandfather clock on the other side of the wall? Your precious heirloom doesn't run on batteries, so it does seem to have a strange energy to it, doesn't it? Kind of a delicate spiraling power, like a seashell won by the sun, or a snake coiling on a hot rock. You shave down the edges of the pug with the green key. It will now be used to solve lots of different puzzles throughout your house. Good work. Just kidding, you don't do that. Because that would be ridiculous and an insult to your puzzling skills. Oh. Oh, cool. I don't want to do. Unless, of course, it'll make me see that crocodile and stuff. That's not going to be very helpful. If it's up here, I can't reach it. Yeah, I think I was hearing this thing through the wall. Any hints here? These all batteries, that's it. And very poorly designed paper. Well, the pugs fit pretty snugly between the keys, that much is clear. But doing this when it fits near the pugs, nor the piano. You could play the note that matches the letter of these batteries, but you don't know how to play the piano. That would have been pretty cute though. I know that wasn't right. Let's mash it with this piano. You feel no immediate need to spice things up by ruining this massive antique with flavor powder. It would not only be impractical to kick this poor creature up a notch with the magic spice mix, it would also be woefully disrespectful. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, there was another message that I missed, but something about it still being disabled. Honestly, if you're already having this much trouble, there might not be much hope for you. Things only get more difficult for you from here on. That's fair. That's fair. It's not made of real beans. None of them are. Not even the one in your bedroom. I should go up and spice that one up. Ah. No, where's put the password? I do like this whole view of the whole room. What does it say if I click it all the time? you try a little harder. You are certainly capable of addressing the task at hand. Or have you forgotten what it is? That's what this thing is for, after all, I think. Sort of. Partially at least. And you hot this, giving power back on that whole thing. But the problem is that's more what I'm supposed to be doing, and not the thing I need to do that thing. If you get what I mean. I need to find the batteries so I can get down to the basement like this is suggesting, but I have no idea where the batteries are. Ah, if only this were a real snake. Then you could chop it up, add the spice mix and fry it in a pan with some fricasseed crawdads. And if only it was some kind of swamp person, so that didn't sound incredibly disgusting. Hang on, I think I missed one. Let's see, sorry. No, I didn't. Although this one, there we go. Ah, and someone you presume is his sister? And this is Harley. This would be when they were at most 13. Nobody is ever mentioned, not that the two of you talk much. Kind of weird to think you might have like a second cousin out there you've never met. Maybe she died young. The old times are pretty rough. So, I guess technically, Joey and Jude are Dad Egbert's cousins. And also half siblings of John and Jade. These are serious ones. I put that all. Wait, what? Earlier there was some purple stuff here. But now the... There's no way I can... There's no way I can get in here, is it? Mister? Let's spice up. This part of government sure makes for a weird cornucopia, don't they? But you suppose it is November. You actually did this. You spice this weird centerpiece of detritus and give thanks that it's not just dumped in the middle of the living room or something. You just need to come tracing back up here as soon as you needed these. And honestly, a girl can only trip so much in a single evening. You offer him one with a picture of a graffiti apple on it. It says bad to the core. He's totally not into it, and you can't blame him. That's not even a pun. It's not even anything. Oh, you try those. Even the lightest dusting of the spice mask set this perfect impossibility of its unlikely balance. You dare not. And yet you keep walking in the stairs, as if that's not going to make them shaken. Things already got pretty dicey for poor Belinda. Spicy and dicey would be a bridge too far. This weird arrow thing is pretty inscrutable. As mysteriously haunting as it is hauntingly mysterious. One of the few things you know for certain about it is that it doesn't need a thin coating of flavor dust. Let's see, it points up here, I guess. You just get the spicy flavored Pringles, if spicy Pringles were what you're after. Dumping spice on the regular Pringles seems a little extremely devastatingly depressing. I was aiming for the box, but fine. Nothing useful. That's in there. I am so sorry about this video. The asylum has a lot of secrets. This lamp doesn't. Boy, solving the mystery of your heirloom is turning into a real cold case. Not even the rich can make folks cool. Oof, that one wasn't your best work. I think it was pretty good. Nah, they'll keep okay on potentially. Your babysitter told you that if you put a dead battery in the fridge, then wait 3 to 7 days and take it back out, it'll still be a dead battery, but it'll be sort of cold now. You aren't sure if she was actually telling you this, if you're being honest. She was kind of staring off into space with an empty bottle in her hand. Spice up the fridge. The spice mix is pretty good, but it can't do much for the flavor of baking soda and a single molding orange. I thought you said the fridge was entirely empty. Fair enough, I guess. The spice mix smacks against the window and settles over the dishes. You didn't accomplish anything, but you did make an effort. Let's spice this up. This usually goes on the food while you're cooking, not into the crusty sink remnants 3 days later. But hey, it's an unusual day, so you give the remnants a dusting. Fair enough. Maybe I could clean this. Your heirloom, the only thing you really have of your mom's. You think you'd just throw it down the garbage disposal? Nah, of course not. But geez, you can't shake this weird feeling you have about it today. You hold it tighter. This place is enough of a mess already without sending shards of glass and porcelain everywhere. You're likely to shred your feet to pieces if you try to use this mess as a stage. Yeah, true. That's true. Spice up the store. You sprinkle some spice mix across the threshold, hoping to mask the human scent in this house from reaching the mouses outside. No, none of them seem to have any eyes, which the junior veterinarians training tell as they primarily rely on smell and hearing to track the prey. I guess just not counting the bats. I mean, we're seeing like 3 to 5 bats flying around with only eyes. These boxes are pretty greasy. You don't think putting the batteries in them would be good for whatever you try to put them in later, when you actually had a good idea. Let's put the pokes in there. Alright, the cylinder thing. Oh, there's the clock. I didn't see it before. It's too dark here. I guess I can't do it. I can't do anything with it though. It's another pendulum clock. Now, where are those batteries? That would scratch the screen. And more importantly, might scuff the edge of your precious heirloom. And for what? For what? Sorry, just a little on edge right now. Yeah, I get it, Joey. No one's blaming you. The TV has a habit of displaying cute animals, especially when you're in charge of the remote, but it is not itself an animal, cute or otherwise. No, these things are basically the opposite of TV, and you don't want to cause an explosion. Would these puny puppies be able to power this big boss hog of a television set? Unfortunately, no. Spice things up. There should probably be some wisecrack here about how combining the spice mix with the TV gets you the spice channel, but you barely even know what that is, so there isn't. No luck. Maybe next time try using some decelery salt. Hello, from Half Coast, it's Joey Clare, extraordinaire. Keeping it light despite having a pretty rough afternoon. I think I already did that. Yeah. Hmm. Reminded that your magic spice mix is not some festive assortment of exotic music, but a mixture of actual spices that have no business dirtying up your cassette player. The handheld gaming console has already been thoroughly seasoned by Jude's Cool Ranch fingers. Or is it called Cooler Ranch now? Gross either way. I'm just... while I'm waiting on coming up with an ideas for where the batteries could be, I guess I'm just trying everything with everything. The green LCD screen and the red power indicator would have a very agreeable chromatic resonance to your heirloom, if only the batteries in the weren't utterly drained. in the vent. There are a few missing words here and there, and words that yeah, so that's probably something they're gonna fix in upcoming updates. This is a real new game after all. One day I will see the name up in lights, but every journey begins with a single, perfect, graceful, incredible step. In your case, that first single, perfect, graceful, incredible step is to find some stupid batteries and pop them in here. You know, if you feel like it. I'm trying! Your hot step in isn't enough to light up the night this time. Got to find some batteries you get. That's just a running theme today. I mean, at least I have the fact that I saw a recommended video being like, I saw episode 1 can't even solve the first puzzle. I would assume that refers to to finding the batteries for the walkie-talkie. So at least I have that. I'm not the only one having trouble. I no, it's it's been long enough. I think I'm actually going to look up a walkthrough. Like I wouldn't normally do this, but I'm stuck here and I'm trying to make videos here that are at least somewhat entertaining. Plus, I do want to continue in this game and not just walk around aimlessly to find the batteries. I guess that's not aimlessly by definition, but you know what I mean. Hiveswap book. Look, man, there's literally nothing here for you. Walk through to the kitchen. Back door, just keep walking straight. Turn off the radio, get batteries from the compartment in the top left. Okay, so I was actually right about the radio. I just didn't click the right place. And that's the end of looking at the walkthrough for now. So it's supposed to be hidden by... Ah, right. It's sealed shut with bandages. Here we go. The radio is clearly, although weirdly functional, despite not being plugged in. You might be onto something here. That's why it was on to begin with, to hint at this. Oh, I'm an idiot. Thank you, walkthrough. The walkthrough, just for credit's sake, is from gameplay.tips. It's the first result when you search for Hiveswap walkthrough. So let's get these batteries. Oh, there they are. They're beautiful. They are beautiful. Okay, good. If this radio didn't need batteries to make those noises, you'd have to upgrade its Spookitude to business class Spookitude. And frankly, you can't afford that. Jackpot. Diesels! You can never have too many batteries, and never in too many different sizes either. Finally. Let's take a look at them. Before you can always feel the electric potential housed in the wanted copper tops. Cylindrical power capsules cast in the alloy of myth, thrumming with the barely contained galvanism of 100 greases is worth of muscular gods. And let's plug them into the flashlight and get it working. Achievement unlocked. Light weaponry. Nice. Another electric device successfully powered through clever manipulation of resources in your immediate environment. You are on fire. Yes. You had to use a walkthrough. Yes. I think I'm actually... Oh, there's more. With your flashlight fully functional and in fit fighting form, you feel significantly better equipped to handle most low-light environment, and also to beat the bejesus out of any of these creeps that get too close. Although that's a last resort, of course. I think I'm actually going to end the episode here, mainly so that people can skip through most of this episode if they want, and get back to me when I'm actually found the batteries and equipped the flashlight. I'm sorry this episode was such a mess of me walking around, but hey, it's a puzzle game. I failed to puzzle correctly, so yeah, I'm sorry, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway if you did watch through the entire thing. And yeah, I may not be good at it, but I am enjoying this game. So, and I hope you are too. And I'll see you next time, I guess. Bye.